Look around your gym. What do you see? People sitting on padded seats, scrolling through phones, and using machines that do all the stabilizing for them. We've become a generation of comfortable lifters. We've traded raw, primal power for neon lights and ergonomic handles. But the legends of the golden era, men like Steve Reeves and Reg Park, didn't have comfort. They had a soul of iron. They didn't exercise. They went to war with the weight. Today, we are digging up 20 forgotten monsters from the archives. These moves were buried because they were too hard for the modern world. It's time to stop chasing the pump and start chasing the pain. Let's reclaim the iron. 1. The Steinborn squat, the ego killer. Modern lifters fear this move because it's unpredictable. Wrestling a vertical barbell onto your back while bending sideways? That's not a gym move. That's a survival move. It builds a core as hard as a diamond because it forces your body to stabilize a load from an impossible angle. If you're scared of a little instability, stay on the machines. This is for the ones who want a spine of steel. 2. The Reeves deadlift, the back of a titan. Steve Reeves didn't just want a back, he wanted a statement. By grabbing the rims of the weight plates instead of the bar, you create a leverage nightmare. It builds a width that no modern row can touch. It's not just a lift, it's a test of your grip and your grit. 3. The Zercher squat, the willpower test. This is the most disgusting exercise in the archives. You hold the bar in the crooks of your elbows and you squat until your legs shake. It digs into your skin. It makes it hard to breathe. Most people quit because it hurts. But pain is the only language your muscles understand. The Zercher builds a level of functional thickness that back squats can't reach. Embrace the discomfort. 4. Gironda sternum chins, the warrior's pull. The Iron Guru, Vince Gironda, hated standard pull-ups. He wanted you to touch your lower chest to the bar while leaning back. This isn't just a pull, it's a horizontal war. It hits the mid-back with a contraction so sharp it feels like a dagger. If you can't do this, you don't have a back. You just have a posture. Prove yourself. 5. The Sif squat, the quad torture. A squat performed entirely on your tiptoes. It removes every bit of stability and forces the tension entirely into the teardrop of the quad. It's a balancing act that most modern leg day warriors would fail in 5 seconds. It was forgotten because it's too difficult. Good. Difficult is the filter that separates the weak from the legends. 6. The dumbbell pullover, the expansion. Arnold Schwarzenegger called this the king for a reason. Stretching a heavy dumbbell behind your head while lying across a bench creates a deep, hollow expansion in your chest and lats. Modern science says you can't expand your frame. But the legends didn't listen to science. They listened to the iron. Build a chest that looks like armor. 7. The plate pinch, the iron grip. If you have big muscles but a weak grip, you're just a showpiece. Real strength starts in the hands. Squeeze 2 smooth plates together and hold them until your forearms burn like fire. This is the foundation. If you can't hold your own weight, you don't deserve to lift it. 8. The Zottman curl, the arm evolution. Stop doing easy curls. Twist the weight at the top. Force your forearms to take the load on the way down. This is how you build arms that look thick from every angle. It's not about the weight. It's about the control. 9. The Jefferson squat, the 3D foundation. Straddle the bar. Lift it between your legs. It looks weird, it feels awkward, but it builds a 3D lower body that is bulletproof. The legends didn't care about looking cool in the gym. They cared about being the strongest man in the room. 10. The Bradford press, the infinite tension standard presses have a rest at the top. The Bradford press is a trap. You move the bar from front to back, never locking out, keeping your shoulders under constant, agonizing tension. It's a mental battle. Most people drop the bar, will you? 11. Standing French press, the horseshoe. Drop the skull crushers. Stand up and lower that weight deep behind your neck. This creates a maximum stretch on the long head of the tricep. It requires mobility, focus, and the guts to handle a heavy weight behind your head.
12. The Sven press, the mind-muscle war. This exercise may look simple, even unimpressive, to the uneducated observer, but its true power lies not in external resistance, but in your own internal intensity. In this movement, no heavy machine, no pulley system, and no gravity will test your limits. Instead, the resistance is generated entirely by you. When you take 2 weight plates and press them together between your palms, your goal isn't just to hold them in place. Your goal must be to try and crush those plates into dust using nothing but the sheer force of your pectoral muscles. As you press the plates outward, you must squeeze with such violence that your chest feels like it's going to explode under the pressure. This is the ultimate test of how hard you can actually contract your own muscle fibers. In the modern era, lifters often skip this move because there is no room for ego lifting here. You can't show off with massive stacks of weights. Most people are simply too lazy or too mentally weak to maintain that level of constant, agonizing contraction. However, the legends knew that real muscle density and that granite-hard look come from this specific type of mind-muscle warfare. If you want a chest that looks like it was carved out of stone, you have to win this battle against yourself. 13. Barbell hack squat, the Primal quad. While modern gym-goers line up to use fancy, expensive hack squat machines with comfortable backrests, the true primal power remains buried in the original version popularized by the legendary George Hackenschmidt. In this primitive variation, there are no padded seats, no safety pins to catch the weight, and absolutely no lumbar support. You are required to place the barbell behind your legs, reach down, and literally pull it up the back of your hamstrings. This exercise is reserved for those who don't just want big legs, but bulletproof legs. It is an awkward, difficult, and painful lift, which is exactly why it was a staple for the strongest men of the 20th century. 14. Hanging concentration curls, the peak. Building a massive bicep. Peak is a dream for almost every lifter, but the convenience of modern cable machines has diluted that dream into mediocrity. To build a peak that truly stands out, you must return to the archives where the hanging concentration curl was the ultimate law of arm day. There is no leaning allowed, no swinging of the torso, and absolutely zero momentum to help you move the weight. 15. Concentration shrugs, the mountain back. Lie face down and shrug. This stops the bounce that everyone uses to cheat. It forces the lower and middle traps to fire. This is how you build a back that looks like a mountain range. 16. The floor press, the power from zero. The bench press is easy because you can bounce. The floor press is a dead stop. You have to generate every ounce of power from zero momentum. It's the ultimate way to break through a plateau and build explosive chest power. 17. The Roman chair sit-up, the brick core. Modern gyms call this dangerous. The legends called it essential. A deep stretch and a violent contraction to build abs that look like bricks. 18. The kettlebell windmill, the bulletproof frame. Reach for the floor while holding weight overhead. It's a test of focus. It builds obliques that can handle massive torque and shoulders that never break under pressure. 19. Donkey calf raises, the Arnold stretch. Put a partner on your back. Lean over. Stretch those calves until they scream. This angle targets the calf in a way no machine ever will. 20. One arm clean and press, the alpha test. The ultimate test of a man's power. Moving a heavy weight from the floor to overhead with one hand.